The Ferraris are flying, the Red Bulls are flying, the Mercedes and the McLarens are not, and this is This Week in F1. Merc power unit not up to scratch, says Ricciardo. Well, he said what we all were thinking, hasn't he? With all the Merc powered cars so far off the pace, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? The Merc power unit is apparently not a match for the Ferrari and the Red Bull or Honda power units. The grinning Aussie had a go at his own team as well when he said, "Not too hard on McLaren, but obviously I still want us to address our controllables first. It's no secret that Mercedes, let's say, have still got a bit to find." The obvious attempt at diplomacy notwithstanding, Ricciardo certainly made no secret that he thinks the power unit kinda sucks at present, remembering that he can't really afford to pee the engine suppliers off too much. The man then added, "Let's say in this situation there are no better hands I would rather be in," when referring to Merc's ability to sort the problem out. Horner wants DRS change. It had to happen, didn't it? Red Bull had to win a race and Horner had to get something to have a moan about. So we're 2 for 2 this week. Lucky us. After the brilliant racing between Supermax and Monsieur Leclerc at Jeddah, where they passed and repassed each other to the delight of long-suffering fans who just wanted closer racing, the Spice Boy has called for changes to DRS, saying, "The DRS is so powerful, you could see there was a game of cat and mouse going on between the drivers, where they would actually brake to a point where they accelerated into the corner," said Horner. Well, I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. I think maybe we should look at where the DRS detection is for future years, because you definitely want to avoid being in that situation. In the end, his boy won and we had a superb battle for the lead with no casualties or broken halos, reputation or car-wise. So yes, safety first, but I don't really see what the problem is here. Mick's crash cost Haas $1 million.
$1 million.
First, Haas loses their big ruble backing, and our golden boy Mick has put some strain on the budget with his Saudi crash in quali. I think the cost is pretty high because all the suspension is gone except the front left, said Steiner. Really? Gunther Steiner. As he was quoted by motorsport.com, "I think there is still something on there, the rest is just carbon powder. I don't know money-wise, but between gearbox, the whole bodywork is gone. Radiators are gone. $500,000 to $1 million, I would say," added Mr. Gunther Steiner. It's not been all doom and gloom for Haas though, as Kevin Magnussen has scored points in both the first races and the car looks very decent, especially when compared to last season's donkey. Is that Russell? Russell. George? The Jack Russell. Give Gasly another go. That's the plea from 10-time Grand Prix winner Gerhard Berger. After Pierre Gasly fluffed his first chance at Red Bull a few years ago, he has gone on to prove himself a more than capable driver at the Colourful Cows B team. Now Herr Berger has said, besides against Max Verstappen, it's not easy anyway, but I think he is good enough for a second chance. He is doing great and is a good driver. If Gasly has a good season, I'll give him a good chance. Maybe Gasly was too inexperienced when he got his Red Bull chance, as his replacement Alex Albon was also sacked. Personally, I tend to agree with Mr. Berger that Gasly should be the next in line if Perez calls it quits or doesn't perform this season. Mercedes to have a new wing at the Australian Grand Prix. With a porpoising car lacking in power and pace, Mercedes seem to be hard at work to get their title challenge going. Not used to being mid-table after 8 seasons of absolute dominance in the Constructors' Championship, they do have their work cut out though, as the Merc power units seem pretty far off the pace. We expected to bounce less because the Jeddah circuit is much smoother. However, we were wrong. We still don't understand how this phenomenon, the porpoising, starts. We keep learning, an engineer from Mercedes told Amus, A-M-U-S, I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Trouble, trouble, trouble. But according to GP Blog, and I quote from their website, in Australia, Mercedes is already coming out with a new rear wing. So who knows, that may already help the team moving forward. If you're not subbed to the GP Blog website, go have a look. Yo, they've got great stuff there. Good quality stuff. Max Mosley took his own life. On a sadder note, it seems that Mr. Max Mosley took his own life. Known as the FIA president for 16 years from the early 90s, Mosley had died in May of 2021. Now news is broken that he took his own life after a battle with cancer. Mr. Mosley seemingly shot himself at the age of 81 after learning he may only have weeks to live and experiencing what was called debilitating pain in the Westminster Coroner's Court. And my thought for the week carries on from this sad message. I'm quoting the Reverend Billy Graham, one of the greatest evangelists in history, when he said, "For the believer there is hope beyond the grave, because Jesus Christ has opened the door to heaven for us by his death and resurrection." And that is why I am a believer, because I have to believe and I have to know that there is something more than just what we have on earth. Leaving you with some memes. Hope you enjoy them. God bless. No race this weekend, but there'll be one again soon, and you'll see those papayas will be back. Just watch. God bless. Goodbye.